Welcome, everybody, to the Habs Tonight playoff postgame show. Shayner, my boy, and Drewski's Dekesy, Drewsy, whatever you want to call me, Drew Dekes here. What's going on, everybody? My brother.
Yeah. Number 31, baby. That's all I need to say. That's all I need to say. Carey Price, shutout. What a game from him again tonight. Made 24 saves. Some nice ones in there, too. You know, not all just easy saves. So 2-0 lead, baby. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. I love the 1-0 game, man. We haven't seen one of these in a long, long time. And Carey Price's 8th career playoff shutout coming at a perfect time. I don't mind these, quote, boring games at all. I didn't find it boring. I don't care. I mean, once Toffoli got that just ridiculously sweet shorthanded goal to put them up 1-0, I actually thought what Brendan Gallagher kind of said in a post game in the Leafs series, like that one in Game 7. He was like, one goal might be enough. And tonight it was, my man.
Oh, yeah. What a goal that was. I mean, the nice play there. I forgot who made the first pass, but Toffoli just sprinted to the net. And I'm happy that he didn't pass it because Lehkonen was on the other side there waiting for the rebound. And too often I see guys passing it, hoping for the nice play, but he just sniped it. And that's all he needed. It was a bit of a knuckle puck, too. It wasn't a clear shot, but hey, you need some luck to get through Hellebuyck because what a game from that guy, too, eh?
Oh, yeah. I had that up here, too. It was a goalie duo, right? That's what it came down to, was probably the top two goalies in the NHL. That's a very, very easy argument to make, I feel. But, yeah, Hellebuyck and Pricey put on a show tonight. That was fun. That was fun to watch, man.
Crazy stuff. I mean, 29 saves from him. And he saved some big ones, too, just like Pricey did. Like, he really kept the team in shape. I mean, how many odd man rushes did the Habs have tonight, right? And he saved them all, except for the one Toffoli there. But I mean, Stahl had like 2 breakaways. I mean, Paul Byron, and then right after that, we had another odd man rush. So he, I think the Jets should really buy him dinner.
Yeah, holy smokes! I mean, if it weren't for Carey Price to the other side, I mean, Hellebuyck's easily first star, right? But you got to give it to Carey coming in the clutch. Just finishing the game off, right, for the guys. And it's just amazing what he can do in that instance, right? I mean, this is just Carey Price's favorite time of year to play hockey. I mean, there's no other way to put it. I mean, he's just so poised and calm, and this is overstated about him throughout his entire career. He's just so calm and net. He's relaxed, but that's just the kind of personality he is in life, and it shows in the net, right? It just kind of translates back, off the ice and on the ice. And you have to just love the confidence he gives the team, right? I mean, he's making these guys believe, a team that not a lot of people believed in, I don't think, from the get-go of these playoffs.
No chance. I mean, not a single analyst had the Habs against the Leafs. And I don't think there's only one. I think there's only one from, I forget, it was TSN or something that had the Habs, but everyone else had put the Jets, right? So we're still the underdogs. We're going to continue to be the underdogs. But I mean, with a guy like Carey Price in net, are we really the underdogs? Like, this guy could steal series like it's nothing. So, I mean, I like the underdog role. I'm not going to complain. It's fun to, say, okay, yeah, we beat you. You didn't see that one coming, did you? Huh? How does it feel?
Yeah, well, for me, like, they're playing really solid team defense. That's why I'm going to put that up here, because if you just notice, the Habs are killing a lot of plays. Petrie had a nice, like a lot of guys do, but if you just notice, like, Jeff Petrie just kills plays with ease. That's what I love about the beautiful man, And he took a nice puck in the face near the end of the game there, but he's still beautiful, right, Derek? So,
oh yeah.
But you know what, man? I mean, the team is just collectively playing some nice defensive hockey. Defense wins championships, right? So you have to think that this is what the missing ingredient was for Toronto. They didn't have their forwards. Like, our forwards are playing amazing defense.
Yeah,
like, just killing plays, clogging up the neutral zone. Just trying to kill any rush plays from the Jets. That's what I've been noticing. I don't know about you.
Me too. I saw the exact same things from the beginning of the playoffs too. Like, the forwards are really getting involved defensively, and I think that's what we need. That's why we were letting in so many goals during the season. Is like, there's only 2 defensemen, and then the forwards are just staying around the blue line, waiting to get the puck out of the zone. But now they're actually, going after the puck carrier. So there's always two red shirts. Well, tonight was white, but there's always 2 white shirt around a blue shirt, and that's how we win. We suffocate them, literally.
Yeah, they could not breathe on the ice. But it's just encouraging. And, after the whole Scheifele Evans thing and just the stupid comments I was seeing, like, it's just, I won't touch on it for very long because it's done with. And as Shea Weber said, they focused on game 2. They got the job done. They're moving on. But it just was too bad to see things like, keep your head up. I mean, I'm not even going to mention the player's name because he doesn't deserve the airtime, but somebody who has a platform that, why does he still? I don't know. People still want to listen to his idiocy, but we all know who that is, right? So,
yeah.
Not even gonna name him. He's not worth naming. So, but anyway, I just think that fans that would support that take on, keep your head up while Evans is trying to score a goal, and the argument is keep your head up and stop whining. Like I heard that from some Leaf fans. So that's just sour grapes from Leafs. Some bitter Leafs fans in that one. But
yeah, I think Jeff Petrie said it best. Is like the best revenge is to actually win the series.
100%.
These people can keep saying whatever they want, but we're still winning. Like it's 2-0 right now. When we're going to Montreal, this is the best situation possible. So we're the ones laughing at the end of the day. And I mean, to touch on what you said, I have to address a certain point here. Scheifele, during his press conference, he mentioned something about his family, getting bullied and getting threats and stuff like that. So please, from the Habs community, don't do that. Okay, don't get the family involved. Don't make us look bad, because right now what the world sees is like, okay, all Habs fans go after the guy's family. Like that's not us. Those are just a few bad apples. So please keep your head in the game. Okay, just appreciate what's going on right now, because we are beating the odds, and this is beautiful to see. So that's in the past right now. He's doing his 4 games in the stands. All right, you saw him sulking after the game. Beautiful sight. Leave it at that, please.
Very, very, very well said. Very well said, my man. I can't even follow that up because that was well said. Now, somebody did mention somebody's name. I'm not going to personally say it, but to Glaxgo,
yeah, you were right.
He's a decent guy. Which universe do you live in? Sorry, but anyway, just going to leave it at that. I don't want to talk about him. I really don't want to talk about him. So. But yeah, the Canadiens just shutting things down. Each and every game that goes on, Shane, like, are fans going to be more and more upset that Romanov's not in it, or do we just not care as long as we're winning?
Don't break a winning formula, right? Like we're 5 in a row right now. 5 in a row. We haven't done that all season.
5 W's in a row. Yeah.
I'm looking over at the stats here. Gustafsson with 9 minutes tonight. All zeros except a little 1 in the block section, and Kulak with 10 minutes, all zeros with a little 1 in the giveaway section. So they're not doing anything spectacular, but they're not doing anything bad either. They're just there, right? They're putting in time to let guys like Weber, Chirot, Petrie, and Edmondson get the rest that they need, and they're solid. Like at the end of the day, that's what you want from them. You want consistency. You want them to make smart plays, and that's what they've been doing. I mean, Gustafsson made 1 bad play last game, but tonight he was fine. I had no complaints from him.
Yeah, and even Kulak too. Like we didn't see a ton of them, and our top 4 guys again are just going to be played as much as humanly possible. Weber actually assisted on Toffoli's goal. I see now. So, but you're right about Gustafsson. I mean, like the time that they are getting on the ice, as long as they're keeping it simple, and again, like they did show in the intermission on Sportsnet how, just the way the four players move around in that little box in the defensive zone when the Jets are attacking. I mean, you have to like what you're seeing from the Canadiens, because again, all 4 guys aren't overly committing to trying to, get in the passing lanes. They're just getting a stick in there. They're breaking up plays. And, I think that's why you do build from the net out, right? I mean, you start with Carey Price, and then you get the defense and the forwards collectively playing defense as a unit. And then you just wait for your opportunities. Now, I appreciate what Derek was saying in the group chat before the post game here, is that you don't want to sit back too much. And I think maybe the Habs were a little bit, but at the same time, I wasn't feeling any sense of panic while they were defending.
No, that's it. I mean, you could see the trust they had in Price. First of all, that's huge. But at the same time, like I didn't see any panic either. They wanted to get the puck out, and they did. They didn't get it in. I mean, Toffoli hit the post, and then, oh my God, we have to give a shout out to Neil Pionk on that save.
Pionker
double pad
with the double.
stack. Holy moly, that was insane. But you know what? Like, good on him. But I think the last few minutes in the third, we played really well. It was smart plays. Duchamp put the right guys on the ice. I have no complaints. I mean, the puck didn't go in, so that's all you want. It's a 1-0 game.
It just doesn't matter at this point, right? I mean, in terms of if they're getting the wins, I don't think anyone is going to care.
There you go.
When they lift the Stanley Cup, if they do, I'm looking way far ahead, but the whole point being, you're not going to be thinking about who didn't play enough or whatever, this and that. Your favorite players didn't play. You're a fan of the Montreal Canadiens. You're not a fan of individual. I mean, we're fans of individual players, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, it's just however they get it done, and that's all we need.
That's it. And I was looking over at the stat sheet to my right here, and there's a few interesting stats. The first one being in the hit column. The Jets out hit us 49-20. That's more than double. But at the same time, I remember in the Leafs series, those 3 games that we lost, we totally out hit the Leafs by a large margin. So that begs the question, like, okay, is the team that's hitting the most mean that, like, they don't have the puck? That's what I'm feeling, right? Like,
yeah.
And the result speaks for itself. We won. They might have out hit us, but we still won. And another one too is the giveaways. It's a bit tighter, but they had 12, we had 9. But I look at guys like Mathieu Perreault had 3, Logan Stanley had 3, and Derek Forbert had 3. Logan Stanley's a guy that I thought had a really rough game. I don't know. Do you think he comes back next game?
I just didn't notice him. Like, I didn't see him laying the body. I didn't see him doing much to be recognized tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's a guy who's physical, he's intimidating. Like a lot of people are focusing on him before this series. And Stanley, yeah, I think so many guys are banged up that we just don't know about, right? And kudos to the Habs right now. Like, the way the team is playing team defense, I'm going to come back to this, is that we're shutting down the best players in the North Division right now, but we're shutting down some of the best. We've been shutting down the best players all season. We shut down McDavid and Draisaitl most of the season. We shut down Matthews and Marner in the postseason here. We're shutting down. I mean, Scheifele was out game 1, but Connor, Wheeler,
Ehlers
was huge against us in the regular season. But that's why this brand of hockey is just different, and the Habs were built for playoff hockey. That's what we're seeing now, is the result of what the conversation was before the playoffs started all season long, is that this team was built for playoffs, and we're seeing that in the flesh.
Precisely. I mean, like we touched on already, defense wins the cup. It's that simple. And once the forwards get involved, like we have right now, I mean, you can go through the list here. Galley is great defensively. I saw Josh Anderson give some good defensive plays there. Philippe Danault, what more can we say? Joel Armia, Paul Byron, Arturi Lehkonen. The list goes on. Like, almost all of our forwards are super involved in the defensive plays. So that's how we win. With an attack like the Jets have, that's how we win. There's no choice.
Oh yeah, I mean, the Habs. The way Ducharme is rolling the lines right now too, we're getting some pretty even playing time rolling 4 lines. Like, you're actually seeing that as well, and that's why the Habs 4th line is absolutely huge right now. So that's exactly what the bottom of the ticker says. What about the 4th line of Perry, Armia, and Stahl? Like, Stahl, I think, is maybe having a little bit of trouble on the 4th line. He struggled in the face-off circle tonight, but all in all, the 4th line is impressing me and really making a big difference in the playoffs right now for us.
Yeah, I mean, Stahl was 21% in the face-off circle, so that's not good. But overall, like, those 3 guys, Stahl, Corey Perry, and Joel Armia, played fantastic once again. The chemistry is really there, and obviously Sham won't break that up. But I'm glad they found each other. I'm glad that it's really working, because, like, the teams that have a 4th line like that, anything's possible. You rest your best lines like Suzuki line, like the Dano line, and then you put these guys on and they can do the job too. That's what you want. That's what you want.
Tyler Toffoli makes $4 million. Josh Anderson makes $5 million. Our fourth line, all guys, is like the most highest paid player on that line is Yoel Armia with $2.5 million.
Yep.
Like, do you notice a theme here, Shane? Is that you don't have to overload the forward group, and that's what Winnipeg and Toronto are both overloaded on, is highly paid forwards. Who I really, going into the series, was concerned about Winnipeg's forwards because of how top heavy they are, especially in the regular season. Kyle Connor just has that one timer on the right side that is just lethal. By the way, I think Carey Price is playing better than Patrick Waugh was back in '93. Different hockey. I mean, I'm not going to get into this debate right now, but
hot take.
A much more athletic goalie in Carey Price over Patrick Waugh, a different era. But I think I'd be happy to debate that one day, because I always said Patrick Waugh was the better goalie of the two because, 4 Stanley Cups, I know, and that matters. But athleticism and by numbers, Carey's the clear-cut winner, at least for me right now. I'm not going to get into that any further because that's not what it's about. We're talking about the playoffs, and we're talking about right now, and a potential Stanley Cup run. So let's put this out there for you guys. If you want to call into the show tonight, email us live@habstonight.com to come on the show. We'll fire through as many of you guys as we can. We got to keep them short and sweet just so we can roll through them. Appreciate any new viewers. So if you're new tonight to the Habs Tonight channel, some really great stuff coming on this channel. I just spoke with Steve Dangle yesterday. That was a really fun conversation. A little disgruntled after the Leaf series, but a good sport coming on. So if you haven't checked that out, check out the Steve Dangle interview. But not even just that, guys. On this channel, if you're new, we exclusively have interviews from Montreal Canadian players of the past, and we'll be having interviews with players of the present that you can interact with live. Every single We See Wednesday that we have a guest on, it's your opportunity to interact live with your favorite players. And Dale Weiss, former Montreal Canadian, is the leader of this team, captaining this ship, as I like to say. So subscribe to the channel, guys. You won't be disappointed if you're a hockey fan, period.
Yeah.
You will not be disappointed to join the Habs community here, whatever team you're a part of. We respect you and your team no matter what, as long as you keep it respectful. But even if you don't, we'll still try. We'll still try and love you anyway. So subscribe as always, guys, and then follow us on social media, as you just saw as well. But if you want to come on the show, email us live@habstonight.com. So we'll keep that up there for a little bit as we wait for some callers, Shaner.
Yes, sir. And Drew, I was just looking over at the stat sheet again. It's always numbers popping up for me. I want to talk about a certain player that you might be a big fan of. Cole Caulfield had 5 shots tonight on goal.
He's getting closer.
Equal with KK. KK also had 5. Yep. Nobody on the Jets had more than 3. So those 2 guys are getting looks. And there's one shot in particular that I remember Caulfield got a really good wrister on. It's got to go in at some point, right?
Yeah, he just has to keep shooting. And if you can make Hellebuck move in the process, that doesn't hurt. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I don't care who scores. It's just, it is fun when certain players score. But, you just want to see guys get more chances and continue to get more opportunities to score and help be a factor in this series. However the team gets the win, like we said, we don't really care. Mm-hmm. We just want them to get the win at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, that's it. And I have to ask you another question here, because Tyler Toffoli's goal was already our second shorthanded goal in the playoffs and the 11th this season. What do you think we do differently from other teams that we're able to score so many shorthanded goals?
I think, honestly, like I don't have a perfect answer for that, but I think what we do is we just, again, we're in sync as a unit first. Defensively, Carey does this thing. And then we just wait for opportunities. I think we have quick sticks, and I think we have quick feet on the PK. And that's why we've been giving ourselves opportunities like these. And then Toffoli, has the patience, again, to have the toe drag and just snipe it. I mean, I love wrist shots. Wrist shot goals are just the most skilled and most fun ones to score. Ask anybody who plays NHL 21. Wristers, you feel good when you score a wrister. Don't lie to me. So that's what I like to see. But I think just also once the Habs get a breakaway or 2-on-1 or whatever, they got the speed, and it's hard to catch up to as well, right? Like you're not expecting that. You got 2 or 3 guys, or 2 or 3, or sometimes even 4 guys deep on a power play. So when we're going back the other way, that creates a good opportunity for our skilled guys just to even if it's Arturi Lehkonen. Lecky got a couple shorties this year.
Yeah.
Well, we all love when Lecky scores. Lecky City, as Nick says. So we're gonna bring on our first caller, Corey Clutch 31. We obviously love the number in the name. So Corey, you're on. What's going on, my man?
Yeah, guys, how's it going?
Doing well, my man. Doing well. What are your thoughts on the victory tonight? I see the Patch Ready jersey on, vintage.
Ooh. Yeah. It's the only one I have, unfortunately, but I gotta get a new one. But,
no pressure, buddy. It's all good. It's a winter. Yeah. You know what? It's a winter classic, Patch Ready, and we won 5-1 in Boston in Foxborough. So you know what? That's a good memory. I'm more than happy with that jersey. I say keep it.
That's true. Every time I put the jersey on, I think about that time because I remember watching that game. I was really hungover and watched it at my buddy's house.
Sunday afternoon, New Year's Day, buddy.
What a game.
Easy, right? Oh, New Year's Day. That explains it right there. But Brendan Gallagher, even in that game with the backhand mid-air goal in his first game back. That was like the highlight of the 2016 season because we didn't have that many highlights. Then we lost our boy Dale Weiss that season, so that wasn't fun either.
No.
But as far as the game goes tonight, man, what are you liking from the Habs? What are your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, just all around solid game. I really like what I noticed they're starting to do is they'll dump the puck if it's in their zone. They'll dump the puck out to about the blue line and kind of try and get the Winnipeg defense to fumble the puck a bit. And then if they're able to turn over on that, then they get an odd man rush the other way. And I've noticed they started doing that a lot since they saw Toronto doing it to them in the first round. So I think that's given them a lot of good opportunities.
Nice observation. I did not notice that. Good stuff.
That's a good eye. That's a good eye, matey. It's kind of a lame accent, but that's okay. We'll roll with it. So what about game 3? Do you think the Habs need to do, Corey, to try to keep this going? And, with fans again in the Bell Center, come on, guys, let's get excited about that again. Yeah, we get another opportunity, 2 more opportunities in a row to see, because we got the back-to-back games. So what are you guys thinking for game 3, or Corey specifically?
Yeah, no, I think they just got to keep doing the same thing they've been doing since game 1. The only difference between games, I think, was Hellebuck played a lot better, but their formula seems to be working. They're rolling all 4 lines, and they threw up a stat probably about halfway through the third. I don't know if you guys caught that, about the ice time for each of the players on each of the lines, and it was pretty much even across the board, which is really great to see. It just means that all 4 lines are contributing, and Ducharme Ducharme feels that he can trust all 4 lines. So it's nice to see that, and I think they need to keep that up
for sure. And do you think the lineup stays the same as well?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to take anybody out at this point. I mean, if there's any bad plays throughout the night, then maybe it would change. But with coming off a win, it's a little difficult, and no injured players or anything. So I think it should stay the same. And I like the Lehkonen instead of Tatar coming in. As good as Tatar is and has been for us, I think substituting Evans for a similar type player and more of a shutdown role, good on the PK, I think that was a smart move, putting him in instead of Tatar.
Everyone can agree on that.
I think we can, because of the fact of, we just said earlier, team defense is what's winning games for the Canadiens right now. So bringing in Lehkonen, a defensive specialist, I can't argue with not putting him in. I can't argue with putting him in over Tatar right now. So thanks, Corey. We have a bunch of calls to get to. So thanks for jumping on, brother. We always appreciate it. Love that fisheye lens you got with the camera. I see the TV in the background. See the game going.
Thank you. Yeah, I got an old GoPro hooked up here, so it's I guess it does the job. And
it's a cool perspective. I feel like I'm in the basement with you right now. It's just like, whoa, kind of trippy, man.
It's a lot. The camera makes it look a lot smaller, but like you said, everything's kind of fish-eyed. So
good stuff, man. Well, thanks for coming on, and we'll see you again soon, brother.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it, and keep up the good work. You guys are doing an awesome job, and love the content you guys are putting out.
Really appreciate it, man. Hey, we don't take that for granted. So thanks so much, dude. Keep it up. Spread the word.
Yeah, have a good one. We'll do. Thanks, guys.
Take care.
All right, we'll go right into our next caller. Ibrahim, you're on with Drew and Shayne. What's going on, buddy? What do you got on there? Saku Koivu? What is that? What do you got?
Of course, man. I got to go back to the original,
Yes.
I love it. I love it.
Canadiens Hall of Fame, our own. But most definitely, what a crazy game. I have a Price t-shirt under this, so I think officially it's going to be the good luck t-shirt. Exactly. I have a half t-shirt. That's it. Price, He's calm. He's in his zone. It feels good for sure.
He looked
It is,
great
man.
tonight, man. He looked
The
great.
calming effect he has on this team. I mean, if you watch our Josh George's interview, I keep coming back to it because, you know, when Carey Price went down in 2014 in the conference final, everybody in the Canes thought to them, like, the mindset shifted. So in that instance, like, everyone thought to themselves, do I have to do more on the next shift? Do I have to do this different? Do I have to do this different? So Carey Price is making a world of a difference right now. And I agree with you, man. You're bang on there.
Yeah. Suzuki had a really good forecheck. I really like the pressure that they put on the forwards. Not only they're playing defensively, but they're really pressuring, they're making them choke, and a bunch of turnovers in the Winnipeg zone. But something else people are not taking consideration. I saw at least 4 or 5 2-on-1s that were missed. Holding the puck, and then shooting, and then trying to generate something. But you know what I mean? That doesn't go unnoticed for me. I saw some pretty good shots there. Even from Goalfield.
Goalfield.
That's his new nickname.
Goalfield. I thought it was just Goal Caulfield, but that's good enough.
Anything works.
Once he hits the net, yeah, we'll celebrate that for sure.
He's definitely scoring soon.
Yeah, we think so. I mean, like we said, we don't care who scores. I mean, but the only thing that concerns me, not about Cole, but just about the 2-on-1s we were getting. Paul Byron had all year to make a play either to Anderson or shoot it, and it's Hellebuck too. You can't take away anything that's the way Connor Hellebuck's playing. But I'm like, man, we got to finish those when we get into tight games as this series goes on, because we can't keep giving Winnipeg chances. I'm with Derek Weiss on this. We got to finish those. But yeah, man, I'm hearing you loud and clear in that one, and I love the Saku Koivu jersey. I can't help it.
I'm telling you, man,
one of our favorites of all time, buddy.
He was one of my favorite players growing up. Him and Kovalev.
Covey.
And to be honest, I like before Price. I like Ure. Ure was pretty sick.
Cristobal.
UA.
Yeah,
UA.
Exactly.
Right on, buddy.
Exactly.
We got a few calls coming in. We got a lot. Again, like we mentioned, guys, if this is your first time, please do call in tonight, and we love to chat and hear from you guys. Get your thoughts and share your excitement about the Canadiens' role in the playoffs here. So, thanks, Abraham. Appreciate it, brother.
Thanks for having me. Good game.
Always, man. Always a pleasure.
Sure.
Take care.
And now we're going to Shayner, one of our guests who is from Korea. Once again, Paul.
Sir.
Welcome back to the show, Paul. What's going on, my man?
Hey, guys.
Talk to us.
Enjoying the big win. Love it. Love the defensive play. Love the shutdown. Love the back checking. Love it all.
Live from Korea, man. All right. So what do we got? 11 a.m. in Korea right now?
What time is
It's almost noon.
Almost noon. Almost midday. Yeah. All right.
Imagine waking up to a Habs game. That'd be sick. I would love that.
Well,
Habs game in the morning with a cup of coffee. It's awesome.
After 20 years here, it's not weird anymore. It's morning coffee, hash browns, and the Habs.
That's so cool. That is so cool.
Paul, I want to give you an update, by the way, on the promise that we made you about the Dale Weiss t-shirt. So as of today, Dale did receive my shirt. He has, or either is right now in the middle of signing it, and it will be on the way to Kingston to your daughter. She should have it hopefully within the next week and a half, 2 weeks.
Great news. Fantastic. Really appreciate it. That's awesome, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much.
It's our pleasure.
So,
it's our honor.
I have a question for you guys. How much do you think coaching has to do with how the Habs are doing in the playoffs here? Do you think we'd be doing the same under Julien, or does Ducharme really deserve some credit here?
Shayner, you want to go first?
Yeah. I mean, if we still have Claude Julien, I mean, Jordan Wheel would be on the first unit of power play. So I don't know if I want that, but no, I'm happy with what Ducharme has done so far. There's no head scratching moves or anything like that. I like his lineup. He stays consistent, and there's a lot of coaching that goes behind the scenes, right? How he prepares his team is a big part of coaching. So we don't get to see that really. We can just base ourselves off of what players are saying and the results on the ice. So as long as we're winning, honestly, Ducharme can do what he wants.
Paul, I got to throw up this comment from Brandon here. This is too good. How do you like this new nickname?
I'll take it.
Paul Korea. I think next time you call in, you got to change your name, man. You got to put
I'll do
You gotta
that.
put your name up for us, okay?
Hall of Famer Paul Correa. Here he is.
Oh yeah.
Right? Oh my goodness. Legend. So Brandon wants me to very quickly tell the backstory of the Dale Weiss shirt story. So I had a copy of Dale Weiss's t-shirt from 2015 when I bought it at the Bell Center back in 2015. So Paul came on the show for the first time a few weeks ago, and Dale was on the show with us, of course, doing the post game, and mentioned that his daughter was a huge Dale Weiss fan. He scored an overtime goal. I think it was against Tampa, which really cemented Dale's spot on the Canadiens at the time, and instantly became Paul's daughter's favorite Montreal Canadien. And therefore, I literally gave her the shirt off my back, if you will, and sent it to Dale Weiss in the mail. He's signing it, sending it to Kingston, Ontario, where Paul's daughter is right now. So Brandon wanted us to share the story. So that was it.
And that's awesome. And as soon as she gets it, she's definitely going to be taking a picture of herself in the shirt. We'll send it to you guys, and maybe you guys can post it up, and we'll enjoy that.
You can count on that for 1,000%, man, for sure. So, any other thoughts? I love the jersey, by the way. Who do you got on tonight?
It's a no name. There's no name on the back.
Just a classic.
It's just
classic.
the classic Habs jersey. Yeah.
Yeah, I see the crew.
Yeah, no, look, I've got nothing else to add other than keep up the great work, guys. You guys are doing great content. Go Habs, go, and I'll see you in a future live cast. Thanks, guys.
Paul, we love having you on, buddy. Thank you so much for calling in.
All right.
Live from Korea, Paul Correa, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers, man. Thanks so much. Oh, what a legend. I think Paul has to be one of our we shouldn't have favorites, but I think we kind of can, because Paul, we appreciate you so much, your spirit, as you come on live from Korea. We have an email coming in, also a request from Japan tonight. If I'm not seeing that, if I am seeing that correctly, I have sent an email to Peter Cassidy. So, Shane, I think I had you were on mute here, but your mic's disconnected. It looks like, Shane. So there you are. We're back. We're back. Shaner's back, guys. Don't worry. We're good. Peter Cassidy. So I did send him an email. So hopefully we'll see him. He said he's from Tokyo. He's got a Guy Lafleur jersey on. I want to see that.
Wow.
Come on.
So cool.
Watching the playoffs from Tokyo. Apparently we're the #1 podcast in Japan, the Habs Tonight. I'm not making this up. This is a producer James stat for you. So just to share that with you guys. If you want to come on the show, guys, email us live@habstonight.com, and we'll get you guys on to chat with us, have some fun, and break down the Canadiens 1-0 win. It's been a long time since being able to say that. Hey, like, oh my goodness.
We're not used to it, that's for sure. And I mean, we all expected low-scoring games from this series, but we got to give it to both goaltenders again. Like, what a performance! Like, I forget, was it you that said like I could watch those two go all night, or was it Brando or something like that?
It was Derek Weiss.
Yeah, Derek said that.
Derek,
like, I can go watch them all night. Like, those two are special goalies. It's fun to watch.
Yeah, it is, man. I mean, you know what? There's something else I want to bring up. This is a side note because this has made me laugh on the broadcast. But Kevin Bieksa talking about Matthew Perreault, because Matthew Perreault got a penalty against who was it? He took it was an interference call. I'm trying to remember exactly who it was against. But the long and the short of it is, he was saying how Matthew Perreault was playing being a Tommy Tough guy in the playoffs, but in the regular season he doesn't do much, and he's never had a fight in his NHL career. So that was hilarious. Just Bieksa, former NHL player, I believe former teammate of Dale, right? I mean, I could be wrong, but Dale he was traded to Vancouver before he came to Montreal. So I think him and Kevin may have played together. I got to check with Weiser on that one. But either way, I had to talk about that one because Matthew Perreault, I remember him like complaining last year about getting some calls that weren't going his way, and he's like, well, if guys get in my area, they're going to get my stick in their face. That was Matthew Perreault's comments last year. I was like, okay, that's a little aggressive, and then he recanted, of course, because he started thinking like a human being again, not a hockey player.
Yeah, and to touch on that, like last game, I remember this guy missed a face-off just to chirp Corey Perry. Like, get your head in the game, like, and it's pretty clear that Perry's getting in the heads of the Jets players. I mean, Logan Stanley once again tonight hit him in the face Forget, like, I don't know if it was a cross check. It was a weird hit in the face again. Last game, there's an elbow to the face, and then again today, I watched Perrault go after Perry a couple of times, so he's doing his job. Like, the worm is doing his job. We love it.
The worm, Corey Perry, the worm. Oh my goodness, man. He's the fourth line, man. I'm telling you right now. Like, it's unreal how much of a contribution they're making, and just the quality minutes that they're bringing too. I mean, should Corey Perry not finish his career in Montreal at this point?
I would love it. I mean, we have to re-sign him. He's going to ask for more than 700, but
give it to him.
Like, honestly, I'd have no problem giving it to him. He deserves it.
Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah, I was looking at a couple other notes I had. Install 2 breakaways. I kind of want to see more of Josh Anderson. Like, I don't know that I love the line with Byron and KK, although KK's playing with some fantastic confidence right now. Could have buried a couple goals again tonight. So I guess I don't really, like, again, I don't want to change a winning formula, and I don't mind who's playing with who as long as we're winning. But I just feel like I just love power horse Josh Anderson. I just want to see a little bit more of it. And, him and Paul Byron are 2 fast skaters, right? So I guess it does make sense, doesn't it, having them together?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't not like what I saw tonight. I mean, the Jets players definitely did their homework on Josh Anderson. Like, they know how to contain him. They know what to do against him. So it's obviously hard for him to do what he usually does. But, he used the speed again tonight. But I don't know, if you were to switch him lines, where would you put him?
Well, I want him on the second line at least. But again, then again, you have Toffoli, Suzuki, Caulfield. So because Caulfield, sometimes his usage can be kind of limited in a sense. I mean, if he's not getting scoring chances, he's playing okay. I just feel like you'd have more of an impact with Josh Anderson on the second line, a proven role player that knows his role and isn't still carving his way into the NHL. But at the same time, Suzuki and Caulfield are having some chemistry, and then you get Tyler Toffoli on the other side. So that's why it's hard. It's like, I'm glad I'm not Dom Ducharme making these lines up. But again, I think Ducharme does need to get some credit here, as you mentioned, because I just think there's something going on behind the scenes that we don't see, and that's the chemistry that he's having with his players and the relationship that he's building with his players. So maybe not the most exciting post-game conference guy, kind of monotone and all that stuff, but just in terms of the results we're seeing, Shayne, I just like what I'm seeing. He's got that youthful energy. He can relate to the younger players. So something seems to be working there, man.
Yeah, I'm not complaining whatsoever. Like you said, the results speak for themselves. He had a great regular season, and he started off the playoffs amazing, like the first goal of the playoffs. But we're not a part of the team. We don't see what goes on behind the scenes, so it's hard for us to tell, like, okay, we should do this with him, we should do that. We can just speculate. I'm not opposed to switching him lines, but I think all 4 lines are working so well right now. I would not change the Deno line. I would not change Suzuki. Definitely not the Stahl line. So at this point, you're kind of stuck with KK, Byron, Anderson. I guess you just roll with it. But with how KK's been playing, he might pass that on to Anderson. Fingers crossed.
The more they play together, that's the other thing too, is like you can't change a winning formula. So I'm not saying we should change anything. I'm just wondering, if we continue to be in these tight scoring games, we just want to try to watch that. So we had a nice Leafs fan actually join the last show, and he wants to jump on for a moment here. Leafs fan 2020, I believe his name is Josh.
Yeah, Josh. Right on,
Josh. Your mic is muted. Let me see if I can unmute you, or it's either yours. There you are, Josh. You can hear us?
I can hear perfectly.
What's going on tonight, man? Josh is the invisible man, by the way. He's the no, I'm just kidding. But he comes on tonight and joins us via audio. So what's happening tonight, man? What's on your mind?
Nothing much, but I was watching the game, and man, Carey Price looked fantastic again. It's actually a great game, actually. My friend, he's getting a little bit mad because they're down 2-0 in the series, but I mean, Montreal wins tonight. Well, that was a pretty good win. 1-0. Very low scoring, but Tyler Toffoli, the only goal scorer. Seems that the Habs won. It was a great game.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the most exciting offensively, but that didn't matter for Habs fans. And the only goal comes off of a shorthanded snipe from Tyler Toffoli, a guy who wasn't, I wouldn't say struggling, but he wasn't really able to get on the score sheet early on in the Leaf series. And now, after finally getting on the score sheet in Game 6 against the Leafs, now comes up with a game-winning goal, a massive goal, shorthanded of all things, to win this one, man. And you know what? It's interesting. You should really teach other Leaf fans like yourself how to be, man, because you have a really honorable spirit about you coming on here and chatting Habs with us, especially after the Leafs Habs series.
Yeah, it seems that Montreal won. I have to do one thing because I got to play their wind horn.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Let's go. Let's go.
I got the gold song too. Hold on a second.
Oh, Josh, you beauty. This is a Leafs fan.
There you go.
Warms my heart. Warms my heart.
Josh, you know something, man? Yeah, like I don't know what it is, but there needs to be more Leaf fans like you. Steve Dangle, are you taking notes, Steve? Are you taking notes, Steve? Come on. No, Steve's a good sport.
Well, I got faith in my team next year. Let's see if we can just keep it going.
That's a good attitude, man. It's going to be an interesting offseason for Leaf fans, to say the very least, and a lot more question marks than they would have been comfortable with. But they're going to figure something out.
Hopefully, we can keep Mitchie on the team.
Yeah, I would listen to the rumors. Kyle Dubas is devoted to his players. I don't think Mitch Marner is going anywhere. So any hopes of making a trade for Jack Eichel, I think, is a pipe dream. I don't think Jack Eichel is going to join a Canadian market. If you thought, like, if you're going to go over to the Buffalo Sabres, you think it's going to be any easier in Toronto? No. So that will never happen.
I might turn on my camera if I don't know. There's lots of people watching. I don't know if I want to.
What's that?
I said I want to turn on my camera, but I don't at the same time.
Hey, no pressure, man. No pressure. Whenever you're comfortable, it's all good, buddy. You got a good community around you here, so we keep trolls to a minimum. In fact, we can take them right out of the chat if anybody gets out of hand. So, so I wouldn't worry about it, but it's all good, man. No pressure there.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, Josh, we'll let you go, but listen, next time if you want to jump on camera, we'd love to see you and meet you in that way. But otherwise, we really appreciate you coming on as a Leafs fan, playing the goal horn from the Bell Center. Absolutely amazing. Mm-hmm. That is humility in a box, right there, folks. So
a lot of respect, man.
Well, you guys have a great night, and I'll be talking to you probably the next show if I can call in.
Right on.
You just email us, man, and we'll do the rest. So you count on it.
All right.
Thanks, Josh.
Take care, Josh.
Man, what a guy. Like, that's why this community is all about Habsitivity, positivity, like that's what we're all about here, man. I mean, it doesn't matter what fan base you're from. It just doesn't matter. And that's what I love about Habs Tonight. And that's the kind of community Dale Weiss and the team, we try to create and we try to adhere to, right, Shayner?
Exactly. It's fun to see. I mean, we're Habs fans, but we're also hockey fans at the end of the day. We love the game of hockey, and to have a guy like Josh hop on, diehard Leafs fan on a Habs page, and he, he's showing that much respect. That goes a long way. So
it absolutely does.
Big thumbs up, Josh.
It really does. It goes such a long way. Such a long way. I just want to mention to some of the folks I've sent an email link to come on the show. Check your junk or spam folder as well. So email us live at habstonight.com if you want to come on the show, but do check your junk and spam folder as well, because it may not recognize our address right up front. So be sure to do that as well. Let me just see. I thought I had another request here. Nope, not yet. So we'll keep an eye out for anybody else that wants to jump on, Shayner. But any other thoughts that come to mind? Well, actually, let's talk about Game 3. So going forward into this Game 3 at the Bell Center, what are your thoughts about how the Habs have to pull out another big W and go up, take a commanding 3-0 lead?
Well, I think we forgot about the 2,500 fans. Sorry, I have to quote. Have you seen that video of the guy? He's like, 2,500 gonna feel like 25,000.
No, I haven't seen that yet.
I have to send you that video. It's hilarious. But anyways, that guy's a Habs legend now. But those fans were so loud in the game against Toronto, and they played a huge factor. I mean, the guys the players said it themselves. So I feel like the atmosphere and the pace is going to be a lot more elevated. But in order to win, the defensive plays that we've been making, we just got to keep doing them. Like we've seen, it's a proven recipe now. We have to have the forwards involved in the defense. So to me, it's that simple. I mean, you can rely on Price. You know what he's going to pull out, and you got to find a way to get through Hellebuck, I guess. That's it.
Yeah, just keep doing what they're doing. Keep grinding. Again, if you're new to the show tonight, guys, please subscribe to the channel, like our videos, click the like button, get us in the algorithm. The one beautiful thing about this show, again, is that we do take requests for NHL players that you want to see on the show. So as we get into the offseason, if you have a request for a player or past or present that you want to see on the show, let us know, because we will put that request in. That's the power of having a guy who's played over 500 games in the NHL on this show. As we know, Dale Weiss, a guy that we've all come to love as fans, and that includes you guys, because you get the chance to interact with Dale live on this show as much as possible. And Dale just signed in Sweden just last week, so we're pumped for him to get that going in the fall and continue his pro career, and he deserves it. He's just been unreal to us, so supportive, right?
Yeah. And sorry, I just looked at a comment here. Errol Lego here said, "Is Evans doing okay?" I heard he was actually in the building. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I didn't see him on camera, but we know that he didn't go to the hospital. He stayed in his hotel room with 2 doctors, and either he was in the building tonight, or he's gonna be in the building, but I'm not sure. He seems to be doing fine. Bottom line.
Yeah, that's good news. I didn't see him either, but all I saw was Shifley texting.
And sulking.
Yeah, not a good place to be if you're Mark Shifley. Again, just disappointing. Like, it just out of character or not, but at the end of the day, the league finally got something right on that one. And being that it was his first offense too, that's a pretty big deal. Doesn't it say a lot from the Department of Player Safety? I mean, in the playoffs, to give a guy 4 games who's never been suspended before, Shane?
Yeah. I mean, we probably don't want to get into the whole situation too much, but I think it was the right call. Honestly, like that's textbook charging. That at the end of the day, that's textbook charging. You can say all you want. Evans had his head down. He kept his arms down. He didn't jump. Doesn't matter. That's charging, and it could have ended much more seriously than it did. Like, Evans is actually lucky to come out with just a concussion, because when I saw his neck go back and then he fell on his neck too, I was like, oh boy, that's not good. That gave me Pacioretty flashbacks right there, and I didn't like it at all. So yeah, I think it was the right call. That's all. That's all I'll say.
Yeah, I know we've touched on it enough. It just being reminded about him sitting up there in the box, and I even got Shifley on the wall here still, like I mentioned last show. He's an all-star, and they're going to be missing him huge in these games, and they already were tonight. Winnipeg not able to get a goal tonight, and your best offensive player on the team isn't in the lineup. So
yeah,
however you got to do it, you got to take advantage sometimes, and that's just the way that goes. But we're not going to go much further on it. The situation's been resolved, and that's that. But just to give a quick shout out to Dale again here. Here's the picture of him with his new team. I still can't pronounce that, Shane.
Okasharm, I think. Okasharm. Oh boy, I'm too French for this. I don't know.
Yeah, that's Dale's new team in Sweden. So we're pumped to hopefully get. We got to ask Weiser if there's a stream that we can catch those games, man, because we know that we want to watch him play again, and so will all the Habs fans and any fans of Dale Weiss in general. If you know him, he's just a solid guy and interacts with our fans, and that's the whole point. This whole point is just to interact with the fans and be a different kind of show, and that's the whole point of Habs tonight, is to create this Habs positive community. So again, just want to thank you guys for that. Just seeing if anybody else wants to come on the show so far, not just yet, but going back into, I had a couple of things here. The fact that the Habs won this 5th game in a row, Shane, we weren't even able to string together 2 wins or more than 2 wins in a row during the regular season. So what do you make of the Habs winning 5 in a row in the playoffs here?
Best time to do it. I mean, if you're going to do it, it's now. So, you know what? It's all about momentum. I mean, I've never played an NHL game, let alone a playoff NHL game. So I can't personally tell you how it is and how the atmosphere is, but Dale could probably. But I mean, to me, it's all about momentum. And right now we have all of it. We're steamrolling. Like, there's nothing that can stop us right now. The confidence is at an all-time high. We know what we're doing. We know what we have to do to win. And it's really that simple. Like, stick to the game plan. The boys are healthy, and can't say the same about the Jets. Sorry, Paul Stastny. Hopefully he's okay there. Comes back in the next game maybe, but like we're staying healthy. We're sticking to the game plan. I don't see how we can do anything else. Like, this is perfect.
Actually, Chris Cuthbert on the live broadcast did mention that they expect Paul Stastny to return to the Jets lineup in games 3 and 4 potentially. So that's a possibility too. And then was it DeMello that was out?
Yeah,
out tonight. That was out for the Jets tonight as well. So again, like from the front and back end, the Jets are hanging on to Hellebuck and need their offense to start clicking. And if it does, look out, because Winnipeg is lethal when that happens, right?
That's it. And I saw also like Andrew Kopp blocked a shot with his foot and then fell down and blocked a shot with his back of his own teammate. And then Blake Wheeler did the same thing right after. So that was funny. It was just a weird sequence of events. Like, their guys blocking their own shots. But I mean, staying healthy is not something that you can practice. It's not something that you can, play for. Like, it just happens. Okay, you get an injury. Damn, that sucks. Like, kind of like what happened with Evan. So there's nothing we can do about that. But what we can control is how we play. And right now we're doing the best we can. We're doing our homework. Everything's going well. Like the power play too. I don't think we've touched on the power play. We only got one tonight, but I liked it. Like, didn't generate much, but honestly, like, wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. I mean, I like Gustafsson on it. I like the way he moves the puck, and again, like he's a puck carrier. You notice that more. Like, when he does have the puck in his own zone, he can carry it up and he can do it with confidence. And I like his quick movement on the power play. So I agree with you. We were about 4 for 9, I think, before this game started on the power play, which was huge to have it start clicking recently. And it just, again, power play special teams are huge in this series and in the playoffs in general. And our penalty kill has been huge. And like you just mentioned about the shot blocking, like that was a clinic for shot blocking from both teams, I felt.
Oh yeah, big time. Let me see here. The most blocks on our team was Jeff Petrie with 4, including one with his face. And then the Jets, Derek Forbort and Jordy Ben had 3. But like both teams were giving like you said, a shot blocking clinic. But
pulling out some Josh George's Hal Gill.
That's it. Oh, I love that interview with Josh. But like our defensemen, Weber had 2, Sherratt had 2, Petrie 4, Gustafsson had 1, Edmondson had 3, and Kulak had none. But that's what you want from the D-man. Like, okay, Price is obviously the best goalie in the playoffs right now, but the more help you can give him, the better. Obviously, you're putting the odds in your favor there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's what we need. Like I just love the team defense thing. I just keep coming back to that because I just think it's so huge. And we're gonna bring on Anton. We got a couple more guests to jump in. A couple more callers. So Anton, you're on with Drew and Shane. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
Amazing, man. Amazing.
Good. You're in the dark tonight. You
Here, just give me a second. I'll put a light on.
No pressure, man. It's all good. We're not production, professionals per se. We try to have some decent gear. I got lights and whatnot down here, but that's just me.
Yeah, that's better.
No pressure. There you go. So what's on your mind tonight, man?
I have to say, great game by number 22. He was all over the place.
Oh yeah.
Who's that? Just kidding. No.
Dale Weiss? Dale Weiss, perhaps? No.
The Dutch Grits. No. He's doing it. Yeah. Hopefully he can pay more tribute to that number. It's big shoes to fill for Cole with 22 or Steve Shutt from back in the day. Some vintage. But other than Cole, what else did you like tonight, man?
Just overall, the defense was good, like you guys were saying earlier. I mean, it didn't seem like they really allowed 2-on-1s. And when they did allow that 1 2-on-1, Ben Sherratt shut it down.
That was beautiful play. Beautiful play by Ben.
Was that the one where, he was on his stomach, right?
Yeah, he's sliding down and hit it with his stick. That was nice.
Yeah, that was a huge play by Sherratt. Good eye, Anton. I'm glad you remembered that because that could have been a turning point in the game right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Any other thoughts, my friend?
Shout out for Carey Price.
Of course.
Evan's going to be happy about that because he's a big Carey Price guy.
Mm-hmm. That's it. That's,
Oh,
that's
Evan, yeah,
added
Evan
motivation,
is Evan's a huge Carey Price fan. You're a good call, Anton. Evan's a regular caller on the show, as Anton is as well.
Yeah.
All right, my man. Well, thanks for coming on. As always, we appreciate it. We've got a couple more to get to momentarily, but Peter, we did see you come in here for a moment, so we want to get you back on, Peter. But yeah, thanks, Anton. Always a pleasure, man.
Okay, thank you.
Take care, man.
All right. Yeah, I just had Peter. He was ready to rock into Guy Lafleur jersey here. I just want to send
Is
him
that
back an
Tokyo?
email. Peter Cassidy, if you're still watching, we want to get you on here. So that was we actually wanted to end the show with you, Peter, here. So unless we have anybody else jumping on, but Peter, please come on. We would love to chat with you. We want to see that Guy Lafleur jersey. So I'm just gonna resend him the link as we're live here. Other than that, Shayner, we did touch about the shot blocking quite a bit. And if you didn't catch that Josh George's interview, by the way, guys, Josh did talk about his shot blocking contest he would have with Hal Gill. So check that out. That was awesome. Just
so
hearing
crazy.
that, right? That's what it reminds me of, right? The playoffs, man, like that 2010 playoff run was special, and just the way the guys would come together and find a way to win no matter what they had to do. So I love that. And the team defense thing is just such a theme right now. I can't get off it, man. It just seems like it's making all the difference in the world. And I think that's what forwards don't realize is how much of an impact you can have on the game when you're playing well defensively. It's not all about scoring, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, we got a nice little donation here from Zeke and Opal. Oh, Zeke and Opie? Yeah, Zeke and Opie here.
Oh, let's put it up.
Pull that up.
I don't know
Got a
if you
good
have
question
access.
here too, yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, so I love what you guys are doing. This is from Zeke and Opie. Keep up the great work. What do you guys think of Eric Stahl's play so far? Did you see that coming pre-playoffs? Like in terms of the trade, did we see that coming? I don't know if that's what he's referring to or just his play. But in terms of his play so far, I think he's stepped up in the playoffs so far. I think he's filled in the role as best as he can. 36 years old. I think he's going to be 37 later this year. But I think he's done a pretty good job. I mean, he helped get the assist on Gallagher's goal in Game 7, which was huge, knocking the puck off Marner, going up to Gallagher to score that goal, which was massive. But other than that, he struggled in the faceoff circle a little bit. But if he gets that figured out, he's fine. Like, he's not really too noticeable in terms of negatively. I think he was pretty good in the Leaf series, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, he's their second best point getter, I guess you could say. He is 6 now, I think, but we definitely didn't expect that from him. All we wanted from Stalzy was just consistency and being reliable on the fourth line. You know, you don't expect much of the fourth line. You just expect them to be, you know, doing a job, letting the other guys get some rest. But now they're actually creating offense, creating good plays. So that's more than you can ask for from a guy like Stahl. And obviously, he struggled a little bit tonight in the face-off circle. It's bound to happen. You know, some games you're on, some games you're off. But it's still a guy you want to have at the end of the game. Like, I saw he got a lot of ice time in those last couple of minutes, and I thought he did great. You know, defensively, he had some good little plays there. So no complaints here from Stahl.
Yeah, and I think he's just a smart player. Like, I think he chooses his moments I think he knows when to make plays.
Mm-hmm.
So you can't take away his hockey sense. And him playing with Corey Perry, I really like those two veterans together. And then you add in Armia with a nice younger touch. Okay, let's get Peter on. He's been waiting a while here. So, Peter, how are you tonight, my friend?
Good. How are you doing? First time I've ever called in, but I've been watching your content, especially since the beginning of the playoffs. You guys are doing a great job. Appreciate the content. I just want. I'm wearing my Guy Lafleur away. Old school, obviously, but I'm doing that because I want to pay tribute to the young guys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving Suzuki. Last year, what I saw from that kid last year in the bubble, and what I'm seeing these playoffs, I'm loving it. So I just want to pay tribute to Suzuki, wearing the old school, and tell you guys keep up the good work. Thanks a lot.
That's amazing. Suzuki just needs long blonde hair now, and he's the reincarnation of Guy. Wow, that's amazing. That's awesome.
Gee.
Well, that move he did today, with the pause, like he's going to pass it over and then looks for the the between the pads. It could have worked.
Yeah.
He's good.
Yeah.
So anyway, I don't want to keep too many people waiting, so I just wanted to say thanks for the show, and I'm going to keep watching.
I was going to say, Peter, actually, we kept you waiting, so we have time with you, my friend. Like, if you want to stay on for a little bit here. So
Sure.
I just want to say that because we did see you waiting, and then I was like, oh, no, we lost him.
Well, I'm dealing with family stuff, so I go off, and sorry.
Okay. No, I wanted to say sorry because I was trying to get you on earlier there.
No problem.
But no, we appreciate it. And this is your first time calling, you said?
Yeah. I've been watching the show, but I didn't really know how to do it, and I thought I would call in today because today was actually the first time I wore the jersey for the game, and it worked out. I didn't want to jinx things, but it worked out.
Keep wearing it.
Yeah, keep wearing. Don't feel bad.
Keep
You know what?
wearing
I switched jersey. I've been wearing my buddy's vintage Patrick Waugh jersey, which I've been borrowing
Nice.
for my show, and I threw on my Andrei Markov. So I mean, no one's saying anything as long as we win, right? I'm not superstitious, although a lot of our team is, but
I've still got my Yvon Cornwallet, card in my wallet, so that's staying there. It's not moving.
I love it. I love it. I actually have this really cool. I don't know if you have this Canadian Century book, but this is the '86 Cup, I think, right here.
No, I don't have that. No.
You should get a look at this. On the back is like all the Habs legends. You can take a quick peek at that. It's I think Guy is in here somewhere. But this book is absolutely fantastic on the history of the Montreal Canadiens and their Stanley Cups, and Larry Robinson's holding up the cup there in the middle.
Nice.
My dad's favorite player, the great defender, number 19, Larry Robinson.
Yeah.
We may
big boy, gentle giant, great defenseman. Yeah. Here in Tokyo, I go to TGI Fridays, and they've got this vintage poster of a bunch of different hockey, teams. And the representation that Montreal has on that poster, it just shows the dominance,
Wow.
We're going 25.
I love it, Peter. I love
Worldwide.
it. We want another one of these, people. We want another one of these.
Number 25, magic number. I know 24 is great. We can't ask for more, but we're asking for more.
The drive for 25, baby. It's on. Peter, you're calling from Tokyo. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So I'm watching Saturday morning, 8:30 the game starts here in the morning. So I'm able to watch on Saturdays and Sundays, which is nice.
Like, how cool is this? Like, we're talking to a Habs fan in Tokyo live on the Habs Tonight show. This is what this show's all about. We love it, Peter. This is cool.
Well, you guys are doing a great job. Keep it up, and I love listening to your guests too. So, yeah, I'm really happy with this show. Thanks a lot,
Peter. I have a question for you.
Sure.
Since you're in the future, technically, can you tell us what happens in Game 3?
Well, to tell you the truth, my friend who actually sent me a picture tonight of him in hockey school with Guy Lafleur. Okay, maybe I can put that up to the camera.
I love that.
I think it's okay. I don't think he'll mind. So we just go back and forth. Okay, here's the picture of my friend. There's Guy Lafleur in the middle.
No way.
Yeah, and that's
amazing.
That's my buddy. He's in Calgary, but that was a hockey school that Guy Lafleur was part of, and he always tells me to shh, don't say anything. "Eh la boo, don't do it, Peter. Shh." So I don't want to jinx things, but I'm really watching what I'm watching. They are firing on all cylinders. I think we really could sweep this series, but I know I've just jinxed it, but I don't think I have.
Nope.
I think didn't. 2 in Montreal. I think we're gonna do it. I really do.
Well, I like your confidence. You got to be honest. You're not jinxing anything.
Yeah.
So I love it, man. Well, Peter, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Peter, live from Tokyo, guys. This is too cool. I love this. This is a privilege.
Well, thanks a lot, and keep it up, and we'll let someone else come on. But enjoy watching your show. Thanks.
Thank you,
Have a
Peter.
good
We
one,
do it for
Peter.
fans like you. Peter
Hell yeah.
Cassidy, folks. Peter Cassidy. That is awesome. We'll bring in one more tonight. Yaqueen, I think I want to add him in here. Can you hear us?
Yeah, hello. Hi. Can you
How
guys
you
hear me?
doing tonight?
I'm doing great. Sorry I don't have my camera on. I don't know why.
That's a great picture, though. It's a great
Yeah.
picture.
I believe Carey Price is the GOAT, the best goalie of our generation. So yeah, I really loved the game tonight. It was really a battle of goalies between Hellebuck and Price. I really think Hellebuck had a better game because he did better saves in my opinion, but I still really like how Price played.
Oh yeah.
I think everybody that's a Habs fan liked how Price played, and even Hellebuck played well too, right? But but Carey really again showed just the mental effect he can have on the Canadiens back there. It's unfathomable, and it's incomparable. I feel.
Yeah, I was also really impressed with Lehkonen. He really showed up today. I feel like defensively too, in the penalty kill too, he was really good. It really shows how the depth and even like replacing Evans can work in our team.
That's it. Lehkonen's stat line was amazing. I mean, he finished with an assist, a differential of +1, obviously, 1 shot on goal, 1 hit, 2 blocks, 15 minutes. Like that's what you want from a guy like Lehkonen. That's fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah. Also, do you guys think Romanov would ever appear in this series? I really don't like how Gustafsson is really like playing defensively. So I don't know.
It's hard to say. I don't. Shayne, you touched on that earlier. I'll let you talk about that.
I'm not opposed to it. But at the same time, I love a winning formula. You know, we have 5 in a row now. That's the most in the season, and it's hard to break it up. Obviously, you know, Gustafsson, Kulak, they're not getting much ice time. We can't expect too much from them, but it's hard to tell. I mean, Romanov hasn't seen a playoff game yet.
Yeah,
he hasn't played in a while. Will he be rusty? There's a lot of factors that go into this decision. I don't know if Drew has more points on that.
No, I think it's hard. You don't want to look too far ahead, right? So I think that if the opportunity comes at the right time, and Romanov can come in and make an impact in a positive way, the deeper we go into the playoffs, the timing has to be right, I think. But I don't think it's lost on anybody. I mean, if an injury occurs, for example, I think he's getting called upon in a heartbeat. But right now, I think it's just wisdom, the way that they've made these decisions coaching wise. I mean, if you had certain coaches or players in the situation, like if it was Claude Julien, who knows, whoever else it would be, whatever gets you to the finals, whatever gets you to the Stanley Cup final and gets you to a championship, nobody's really going to critique which players were in the lineup as long as you win. So I think therefore I would love to see Romanov. I love his energy. We, like Brandon mentioned earlier, Brandon Legacy, host of Crushing Cans, he's got a Romanov jersey already, and this was his rookie season. So personally, Yakon, I would love to see him in the lineup too, but if we're winning, I have to hold on to that as being the priority. So
yeah, but I also feel like how Caulfield went in the lineup during the playoffs. I feel like the same should go for Romanov. I feel like he had more to prove defensively. I think he proved what he could do in the season. So it's kind of mixed signals for me in Romanov's end.
And this is a really physical series. I mean, we got hit 49 times tonight. So exactly. I'm definitely not opposed to seeing Romanov come in. You know, he's a big boy that can hit. So there's that factor. And I mean, we saw when Caulfield and KK came in the lineup, they were impactful right off the bat. So maybe Romanov is able to have that same impact, but it is a gamble. Right now we're at 2-0. Maybe we do take the risk game 3, see what happens, but
Maybe if we win game 3, maybe let him in game 4.
We might.
Mark Scheifele isn't coming back until game 6, right?
Yeah, that's it.
If there is one.
If there is one, yeah. So maybe play him like game 3, game 4, give him a little boost for the next series. Also, who's winning between Colorado and Vegas right now?
I think it's 1-1. Yeah.
1-1. Yeah. Well, anyways. I really appreciate you guys letting me in. It was really fun. This is my first time in the show, I think.
First of many, maybe. First
Yeah.
of many.
Hey, well, we please call back. And then we got to put Peter's comment up here. No game 6. It's in 4. Peter from Tokyo chiming in that one. No, we appreciate you. I'm actually, how do you say your name? Let me ask you first.
It's Joaquin.
Joaquin.
Like Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah. Heck of an actor, man. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. But you know what? We love first-time callers. We really appreciate the call and the support. So thank you so much for your call tonight as well.
No problem. Have a nice night. Let's go, baby. Go Habs, go.
You got it, man.
Go
Habs, go. Oh, man. I love it. I love the energy.
Great stuff.
We have one more caller tonight before we wrap up, and I got to bring him in because he's such a big Carey Price fan. We know that he loves Carey, and, you know, Carey getting the shutout tonight is a big deal. Carey's 8th career playoff shutout specifically, and he's fired up to come on. So let's bring him on right now. Evan Purcell, what's going on, buddy?
Sir.
How are you guys tonight?
Amazing. Amazing.
How are you, man?
Oh,
You must be. I know how you are, actually.
To be honest, after that Carey Price shutout, like, I'm actually over the top. Like, I knew tonight Price was going to have a big night. He has a big night every night. But I find when he's in the playoffs, he's always vintage Carey Price.
Big time. Well said. Well said.
Well, he was extra vintage tonight by getting the big donut on the board. So, right? But you're right, man, and that's why I wanted to bring you on, because I figured that you wanted to celebrate, Carey getting the big W tonight. You're such a big Price fan. He's been an inspiration to you playing goalie. You play goalie, right?
Yes, and to be completely honest, I was talking to Derek earlier, and I told him, can he ask Dale Weiss if he still talks to Price, because I wanted to see if I could try to meet him, because, like, he's my idol. He's the only reason why I play goalie.
Well, I know that Dale and him do keep in touch. Like that, that we can tell you for sure. Once the season's done, which hopefully it's not done till at least middle of July.
When we win the cup.
That's right. That's right. That's what we're hoping for. We got a lot of road ahead, though, and a lot of hard teams to get through. And that starts with Winnipeg. Let's keep that in focus. But you know what, man? We'll try to get Carey on the show. Maybe you can interact with him live here on Habs tonight. No promises right now. Like, we're not saying it's going to happen. We don't know when, but we know that Dale is going to try to bring on current Habs players to this show. And at the very least, we can start with a virtual meeting maybe for you. We'll try, and we'll go from there.
Yes, I really appreciate that. You guys are awesome, and I want to give a shout out to the whole Habs Tonight crew. All you guys are amazing people, and every time I come on the show, like, you guys are my second family, and it's all about Montreal, and I always will be a Canadiens fan, no matter what, ride or die.
Ride or die. You got the Fast and the Furious reference there. Love it. Beautiful. Well said, Evan. Well said, my man. Thanks so much, buddy.
Cheers, guys. Go Habs, go.
Have a good one.
Go Habs, go. Cheers. Well, we'll have to end on that note, I think, Shayne, because that was a good way to end it. So,
Fantastic.
Amazing. I knew that Evan wanted to, give a shout out to CP31 for his performance tonight. So cheers to that, man. But any final thoughts before we wrap?
I'm so excited for Game 3. Honestly, that's all I'm thinking about now. I want more. We're being blessed right now with good hockey, and we haven't had that in a minute. So I'm relishing it.
Yeah, you're right, man. My brother's birthday is actually on Sunday, and he's one of the biggest Habs fans I've ever known. He's got to witness a couple Stanley Cups in his lifetime as well, and definitely hope that we get it for his birthday. And it's an earlier start on Sunday, 6 p.m. start. So we'll try to have a pregame. I'm sure we will. Crushing Cans has been doing that, and because we won, I can almost guarantee they're probably going to do a pregame show again. So Derek and Brandon hosting the pregame show, which gives Nick and I a break as we've been doing a lot of pregames, post games in the playoffs here. I know I won't be on Sunday just because my brother's birthday, that kind of stuff. But anyways, other than that, Habs Tonight thanks you for tuning in, guys. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do follow us on social media at Habs Tonight. You can find us everywhere. And we really appreciate the support. So many new callers calling in tonight. Every post game is just a blast. Shayne, it was a pleasure as always to jump on with you, the stats guy. You're so knowledgeable. And appreciate what you bring.
quick research, but it's always fun to chat with you, Drew. You know your shit, so it's always a pleasure, baby. And we had some great fans on tonight. I mean, Korea, Tokyo, and a lot of positivity. Again, the Leafs fan 2020. You know, I don't know if he's still here, but Josh is also a prime example of what hockey is all about. And you know, no matter who you cheer for, at the end of the day, like it's hockey. That's what we love. So, thanks everyone for tuning in. Great show, great game.
You got it, man. Well said. It's the first time college we love. We just love growing this community, this family. Like Evan said, that was such nice words from Evan and everybody. Like just Paul Korea. Paul's got to change his name before he comes on the show again. But yeah, good stuff, man. So thanks again, Shayner. Thank you guys for watching. On behalf of Shane and myself, we really appreciate it. Go Habs, go! We'll see you guys for Game 3 in the Centre Bell with 2,500 more screaming fans. It's going to be a riot. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you soon.